It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig.
You decide when you lose, not other people.
And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Twitch and Spotify and everywhere else we can possibly cast the net as wide as we possibly can. What's going on, everybody? Hi, I'm Stuttering Craig. Happy Tuesday to you. Hopefully you're having a great day. Ready to kick the crap out of this Tuesday, along with Blabs. Hi, Blabs.
Hi, why are you kicking the crap out of me? What did I do?
Oh, kicking the crap out of the day. Coming with
along
the
with
energy.
Me. Okay, we're kicking it together. Okay, I thought
Nope.
you were going to kick the crap out of me. I was like, man, I'm tired of the abuse.
No. You're the bully, Blabs, hence your name. Bully Blabs.
Big Billy Blabs.
You're
missing the big.
Change to Big Bully Blabs. It's good.
It's always been Big Bully Blabs. You're just catching up now.
Better than Big Booty Blabs.
Jay coined me that, so that's actually a real name.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to say the other thing.
Nope.
Yeah, there you go. All right, joining us today, we got a nice squad today. We're squadding up here on a Tuesday. We're joined by our friend Tim from Open Airlock Policy. Hello, buddy. Good to see you.
Howdy, everyone. I am the Culture War Realist. I'm a rational individualist. I'm the expanded universe absolutist. I am the alpha with nostalgia. I know the Lord of the Core. I storage in the origin. I know the record like a tech nerd. I've got the hot takes for the bot fakes. And most importantly, I am never a victim. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
That was cool.
Well, I'm Craig.
You outdid Craig.
Yep, for sure. I'm just Craig. Speaking of, here's Extra Zero. Extra Zero, go. What do you got?
Wow, I don't have an intro like that.
What do you have, buddy?
What did you bring?
We're waiting.
I was gonna be like, I was gonna come in and be like, Blabs, if it was the late '90s, you'd be known as B3. All that energy. I don't know if anybody watched the later episodes of Family Matters where they had the one kid and they tried to make him cool by calling him J3.
No.
Family Matters, isn't that with Michael J. Fox?
No.
God damn it.
Or is that Family Ties?
Out.
It's Family
Out.
Ties.
Damn it, that was Family Ties.
No.
Shut up.
Labs, you don't come in until I let you back in. Stop. Okay.
It's like some Peter Griffin energy. Meg, who let you back in the house?
What do you mean? I have the power.
Stop. I will take away that power. I promise.
Don't be
Dick.
All right, look. Family Matters was one of the best shows in the early to mid to late 90s on it was a great sitcom. That's the one with
Craig, I'm going to
Urkel.
blow your mind.
What's that?
There is a new Family Matters special out right now.
From
It's on HBO Max. It's Urkel Saves Christmas. And Jaleel White and Reginald Vell Johnson have reprised their roles. I haven't watched it yet, but it's a real thing.
Let's find the trailer, please.
Okay.
Find the trailer. We will be reacting to that very shortly. This is important. We need to do this. Yes, that's crazy. Okay, Urkel Saves Christmas. Is it like a real thing?
It is an actual real thing.
Is Eddie in it?
I don't know if he is. I think it's actually. I stand corrected. Urkel Saves Santa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's it right there.
But yeah.
wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't it be great if Urkel had like an entire new movie series, just like who was it back in the day? Ernest had one. So they just replicate all of the Ernest movies just now with Urkel, and then people will complain about race swapping.
I think that they should bring Ernest back because if you notice that as John Cena ages, he looks more and more like Jim Varney.
Okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
that's true. Yeah, spot on.
see, Jim Varney's dead.
I know, but I'm saying like John Cena could be the new Ernest.
Hold on. Okay, listen. We're going down the rabbit hole before we get started.
When you have the producer of the Legion of Memers on, that's going to happen.
This is important. This is important stuff.
Is this what you're talking about? What is this? This
This
looks
is-
like South Park.
That looks nothing like South Park.
Oh, it's animated?
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
give a fuck.
you
Nope.
can't have
Out.
a 50-year-old
Did I do that?
Urkel.
Nope.
You know,
Mm-mm.
how's
Nope.
that going to work?
That's exactly what I was interested in. I wanted to see a 50-year-old Urkel walking into Carl Winslow's house and being like, "Hey,
Can I do
Carl,
that?"
good to see you. Let's go down the sled and see them all like on a green screen." I don't know. That's what I want. I don't want.
Well, there's the connection with Reginald in it. He was in another very famous Christmas movie in the late
Exactly.
80s. Die Hard, right?
Yes.
Because Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
You know, I will say this, and we've had that discussion before. We will have that discussion for eternity. And let me just say this. The reason why I feel that Die Hard is now a Christmas movie is because it was re-released during said Christmas season. You know, so I think that's them officially saying that it is a Christmas movie. So
I have a hot take on the debate about Christmas movies.
Sure, fire away.
It's gonna validate a lot of people, and maybe this is one. I'm curious what Melanie's take is on this, but there are so many movies that are Christmas movies, like A Christmas Carol, like Christmas Carol in particular, that are completely non-secular. They just take place at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could argue that, oh, there's the meaning of Christmas in the Christmas Carol, but they're completely non-secular. They just take place at Christmas. And I believe that if something takes place at Christmas and has a Christmas backdrop, it is a Christmas movie. Just like I'll say Batman Arkham Origins is a Christmas video game.
Okay, speaking of Batman, is Batman Returns a Christmas movie? Because that takes place entirely during Christmas.
I'd argue if you want it to be, it is.
Chat,
Yeah.
Blabs, make a poll. Sorry, you're busy with your producer duties today, Blabs. So there you go. All right, look, we got a lot to talk about today. We're obviously going to get into Grand Theft Auto 6. So you guys want video games? I'm going to give you fucking video games down your throat today. Grand Theft Auto 6, we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about this YouTuber. We talked about this several months ago, but this YouTuber who purposely crashed a plane. There's a finality to the story, which is going to be exciting. Also, we got some spy shit going on in the gambling world, which is very exciting to talk about. I'm very intrigued by this story. We have a big birthday in the video game space as well as the idea of cable possibly coming back in a major way, which we'll see.
I got thoughts on that one.
Well, we'll see. We'll see your thoughts here in a little bit.
I fucked the poll. I wrote down as Batman. I'm getting roasted saying it's not just Batman. So.
Delete it now.
Okay.
Ridiculous. Batman Returns, Blabs.
Okay, I sometimes forget where.
All right. Unreal. Oh my gosh. All right, do us a favor, guys. We are live over on Rumble at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Make sure you guys hit the follow button over there as we're closing in on 5,000 followers. Why do we love it? It's all organic. We love our organic following and our friends over at Rumble. So do us a favor, follow over there. We have a Twitter account, we have an X account. You can follow us over there at SidescrollerPod. We're going to be posting more clips of the show over there. We're going to treat it just like YouTube. Like I said, cast the net, man. Get it out there. Post all of our full-length videos and stuff over the next, as we move into 2024. It's going to be a big deal for us. We also have an Instagram account, don't we, Bully Blabs?
We do, and we're at 875, so we're 25 away from 900. Our goal is 1K by the end of the year. So, guys, if you're not following us on Instagram, do it, or else I'll bully you. Thanks.
All right, sounds good. We also have a Kick account, which I wonder if anybody's watching over on Kick right now.
I am.
We have Blabs watching on Kick right now. And if you want to listen to the audio version, you can find us over on Spotify as well. So, yeah, there you go. We are also obviously live over here on YouTube. We have 58,353 wonderful subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, it's your first time watching, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and join us. I'm sorry, 58,363. We went up 10 subscribers since I checked it last, which is just outstanding. Thank you, guys. Appreciate everybody popping in. If you're popping in for the first time. Also, we try to get 300 likes, so do us a favor, scroll your little mouse over there, hit that thumbs up button, or click with your thumb, because that's how people watch nowadays. It's on their phones and devices, and if you're doing that, click that thumbs up button. We'd greatly appreciate that. It helps with discoverability of the show, as every single stream that we do, it appears, we get the dreaded yellow check mark, which means visibility is very limited here on the YouTube. With that said, we're destroying it right now. We're killing it right now. And YouTube can't stop us. That does scare me a little bit by saying that, but we're going to do our best to continue to fight against the machine of YouTube. So we're going to do our best also to get 20 new members, and we have 6 new members as Whackin came in as a brand new member. Let's go with that. Thank you very much. And the man directly below me right now, Extra Zero, gifted 5 members to the channel. Hey, buddy. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Let's go. That's very nice of you. Really appreciate that. 5. That puts us at 6 for the day. Our goal is obviously 20. So let's get on that. All right. Jeremy came in with a 2 early on. Says, wait, we going to bring back Big Booty Blabs?
I never left. It's not like my ass deflated. I'm just saying.
Memers, get on it.
No, please don't make my ass like a beach ball. Thank you.
Memers away. Let's go. Spartacus came in with a 2, says Gundam Wing Endless Waltz is a Christmas movie. Oh, okay. I'm not familiar with Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, but I will take your word for it. There you go. By the way, our poll results right now is Batman Returns a Christmas movie. 70%. We got a landslide here, folks. 70% saying yes, it is indeed a Christmas movie, which is interesting. And Spooter came in with $5 super chat. Says my favorite Christmas movie is Godzilla -1 because it came out in December, and that's good enough for me. Movie is kaiju horror perfection, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I heard wonderful things about it. Have you guys seen Godzilla
No,
-1?
haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard everyone who's seen it has loved it.
Going on Saturday. Originally, we were going to go tonight, but we're dog sitting, so can't go until we give my in-laws their dogs back.
Awesome. Well,
Steal them instead. I'm like, this is my dog now.
No, we don't need 4. 2
that's a
is
horrible
enough.
thing to. That's horrible, Blabs. Why would you just take someone's dog?
It's your in-laws. Like, this is mine now.
No, they'd be happy because they're like, we don't have to buy food or pay for vaccinations, and we can just visit them at our leisure. They'd be happy about that notion.
And you get dogs.
Right. It's like being an aunt or an uncle. You get to hang out with them for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
you get to send them
Anytime they
home.
start crying, here you go.
Right. Yeah. You have strong auntie vibes, Blabs.
Well,
and by
I am
auntie,
one,
I mean like
so-
an aunt.
You're lucky if they're only crying, by the way. So think about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, he's not even 2 yet, so that's really all he can do for the most part.
No, you're not getting it. You're not.
He
getting
loves the lightsaber, though, especially on blue. He goes, oh, blue, and then if you change, he's like, oh my god. So I think he's gonna be a nerd. It's gonna be great.
it. As long as he doesn't like yellow lightsabers, we'll be good. So
Okay, he doesn't seem to. It's either red or blue because it changes
Got it.
colors. So
What's
yeah,
the
the
yellow?
red- the
What's
red one?
yellow about? What's that about?
Right.
that's Ray. Yeah.
Oh, it's Ray. Okay.
and we'll talk about that later.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
If you're an older Republic fan, yellow lightsabers aren't or Code War fan, yellow lightsabers aren't too bad. Bastila had the dual blade lightsaber.
True.
I'm gonna salvage a little
Star
bit.
Wars.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Extra Zero. Dan Bask will also be joining us momentarily. He's finishing up his workout. So when he comes in, my hope is that he comes in with his shirt off and he's like, and he starts flexing. I think that'd be great. Would that be weird for you, Blabs?
Dan flirts with me too much. Every time I text him, he'll be like, yes, pretty. I'm like, stop. No. Shh.
Is he flirting or is he just complimenting you?
Who says that? Who goes and texts, goes, hello, pretty. My pretty. Hello.
Extra Zero, every time I DM Extra Zero, I respond with, hey, sexy man. That's how I start off.
justifiable.
It's true.
I don't understand.
That's just some no homo bromance.
And he responds with, yes, dear. Just like that. It's really awkward. But, it's okay. It's how we roll. It's just great. Peter rolls in with a $10 Canadian super chat. Thank you, Peter. Says, happy St. Nicholas Day. Don't forget to leave some polished shoes by the window, or else you'll miss out on goodies courtesy of St. Nicholas. It's a Hungarian tradition. Oh, nice. That's fun. I love hearing about holiday traditions from other places in the world. So
Absolutely.
I have to fact check that with Skirmitar.
Please do. Please do a quick fact check on that right now, Extra Zero. Is St. Nicholas Day a real thing in Hungary?
Yeah, somebody text
Shout out to
Skirmitar.
Skirmitar too.
Yeah,
What a great
the
guy.
best editor in the world.
All right. Sable Parks over here says, topless Dan. Okay, I can get with that. Let's go. There you go.
Gay. How to do it, sorry.
All right. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get into it. We got a big day today. Like I said, so much to talk about. Take-Two is pissed about the GTA 6 trailer being out. They were less than enthused, but there's so much to talk about here. Before we get into that, just for quick reference, has everybody seen the GTA 6 trailer?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, we will not be watching it today, and we're going to get into why we won't be watching it here in a little bit. But let's get into this. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for hard news. You are right, Blaz. We are not live over on Twitch, but we are live over on over on Twitter as well. I accidentally hit the Twitter instead of the Twitch. So, but now we're live over on Twitch. We're live, which is good. Hello, Twitch. Good to see you. Okay, we got a lot to talk about here. Yesterday, a day early, the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer was released. Now, they said it was going to be coming out. We saw the memeability of their singular post a couple days ago. On Friday, they're like, hey, we're going to release this on Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. The trailer came out yesterday because it was leaked on the internet, and everybody likes leaks. First question to everybody, is the leak authentic? Did they plan it this way? And is this just a great marketing ploy to get people talking about GTA 6?
That's the question that's always asked, isn't it? Anytime a trailer leaks, and it makes you question it, because think about this. If I'm pissed off like they're portraying themselves to be, am I pissed off at myself for having really shitty security? You know what I mean? Like, you controlled it, guys. How did it get out? And how did you have people working for you that let it get out? If it wasn't released by an employee and it was like a hack job, then why wasn't your security better? So be mad at yourself. So it makes you question it when a company as big as they are, as experienced as they are, allow a trailer like that to leak. You have to question it. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's a good question to ask.
So, like I said, we're just going to do some screens through it. We're not going to actually watch it just for copyright perspective, but the trailer currently has 76 million views in 18 hours.
Wild.
And has swatted Mr. Beast's top video straight to mid-court. Because I'll tell you, what's that?
Oh, sorry, Greg. What I find really interesting is I'm looking into mine because I have the plugin that allows me to see how many people liked versus disliked it.
Yep.
It's got I'm sorry. How many views does this have? Okay, that's
76 million.
Yeah, 76 million, 8 million likes versus 232,000 dislikes.
Yes.
So
you can't make everybody happy.
No, you can't. But I'm surprised that the reaction to it, because I mean we'll get into it, but I'm surprised that the reaction to it's so overwhelmingly positive.
I'll say this, man. So this is taking place, I believe, in Vice City in Miami.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct. Yes.
So that's fun and exciting because Vice City
Do you see the girl twerking on the side, though?
Which one?
There's a lot of it.
Yeah, there's twerking going in all.
There's so much twerking, but the dude's taking her photo. It's too funny.
Yeah, that's the the thought girl. Yeah, that's the thought girl boyfriend that gets the
so
Nintendo, right? Because she's making money on her OnlyFans.
Sorry, I lost you guys for a second. I got disconnected. But yeah, there was a lot going on in this trailer, man. They had lots of points of cultural things. Obviously, this is the Florida Keys here on the tail end, and then they give the big reveal of Vice City down here, which is cool. And social media will obviously be a big part of it. So there's a lot of references to social media in this trailer. A lot of things that are happening, things that are captured on social media. We're going to get into some of those in just a little bit. But it's a very big part of the trailer, and a lot of real world references in this as well. We're introduced to the protagonists for the first time, which what are their names? What are their stupid names?
Lucia and I forget the guy because.
So Lucia.
He didn't even really speak, the dude.
Yeah, it was primarily led by her. I will say this: I do like the logo. Logo's pretty sharp. It's
throwback.
Nice,
yep.
Yeah, definitely a throwback for sure. But there are some, like I said, so the trailer was leaked initially on Twitter, and that immediately got passed around. But the one thing from this trailer, which was really, really shocking, I would say shocking for me, was this. coming 2025.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought it was coming out next year.
Now I went back and I looked at the release dates of GTA 5 and GTA 4 and everywhere else in between. And it seems to me that they will most likely be releasing this in September of 2025 to lead into the holiday season, which is what they did for GTA 5, which puts it 18 months out, more or less 18 months out. It's quite a long way out for a GTA release. Well, almost 2 years, I guess. Let's see,
I can't
September,
be excited for something that's coming out in almost 2 years. I mean, it looks great, but like I feel like there's so much stuff that could happen by then that you'll be like, I don't even care anymore.
Well, right, and keep in mind that the first GTA 5 was released. When this is released, it will be 12 years between the games. Mm-hmm. There are longer console cycles that take place between the equal release year. And one of the other interesting things is that there's no mention of this game being released for PC. It's being talked about being released on the Xbox and the PlayStation 5. Certainly not the Switch. Switch won't be able to handle it, or whatever the next Nintendo console is. But just a console game, which is very intriguing, considering all the mods that are attached to GTA as well, if they're looking to limit that action. So, so the trailer's released, and guess what? People are pissed, including people at Rockstar that worked on it. So this is a story from IGN. It says Rockstar devs and the rest of the games industry react to GTA 6 shocking trailer leak and release. Once again, I have my doubts as far as if it was intentionally done or not. I think it makes a lot of sense to leak it early. So, but you can see kind of some of the reaction here from some folks who worked on the game. Sad that it was shown this way, but super stoked to finally let the world know what we've been working on. Hope y'all enjoy. Sad it came out this way, but excited for the project. Then you have, political folks. GTA 6 is political. It's like, I think if you were to go in and you were to look at the trailer with like a really overly critical eye, you can find whatever it is you're looking for. But yeah, I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on just the trailer itself. Does this excite you? Let's start with you, Tim.
I mean, I was around what was the big one? Was it the Vice City? Was that 2 or 3?
GTA Vice City ago. Yeah, Vice City came between 3 and 4, I believe.
Well, yeah, it was Vice City was 2002, because I watched My Retro Life's video this morning about GTA 3, and I was surprised how fast that came out, thinking back.
Yeah, it's funny how you relate to stuff where you were living. At that time, I was obviously much younger, and I had a little apartment, 2-bedroom, and I remember that being on television all the time. If I'm watching wrestling or whatever, that commercial was on every other commercial break. So I remember that, so the excitement was palpable for that. I think that game delivered. It's a lot of people's favorite. So you kind of get that vibe from this. And of course, somebody in the chat said, hey, there's like a tranny pose or something. Well, that's probably really happening on Miami Beach. So is that a realistic portrayal of life? And if stuff is political in it, then tell us how. Because, yeah, it probably will be, but show us how. No, don't just say it's political. There's a woman in charge. I used to work at a place, and I sat right next to a lady that had been in prison for a couple of years for being a very successful car thief. So, yes, women can be car thieves, and they can be successful at it until they get caught, of course. So if it is political, tell us how. That's kind of my take on that.
Right. What's interesting is that there's a really fun X thread that actually shows the references to the real life comparison, which I wanted to showcase this. I don't know if you guys saw this or not. But you'll be able to see, this is from Central Gaming Hub over on X. But these are references. You saw the lady with the 2 hammers here, reference to an actual viral clip from, I don't know, a while ago. I actually never saw this, but this looks like something that would take place in Florida. Are you guys familiar with this lady on the right?
Yep.
What was her deal?
Viral
for doing what?
Just being a psychopath.
Didn't she beat people up with a hammer or something crazy?
Well, she apparently too. Yeah. But they made like subtle changes. Obviously, she's a brunette now, right? But she still has 2 hammers. Then there's this guy getting the gator out of the pool, right? We saw this one, and this is a very Florida man-ish as well. Then you got the lady twerking on top, which is once again a reference to things that actually have happened in viral videos in the past.
Yep,
So
exactly.
So lots of virality, and obviously the gator walking into the convenience store, and they continue down. Actually, there's some more here, which the naked guy jogging through the gas station, and the guy outside in his thong or whatever, which is great. And then this guy, the Florida Joker. This was a while back, and I mean, once again, they changed him from a green hair to purple hair, but it's very, very clearly inspired by real life events. So, it's interesting to kind of see how, I'm guessing, and you could argue that GTA has always been kind of a mirror of society, putting a mirror back on society. But at the same time, I don't think that most people play Grand Theft Auto for the story. I think most people play Grand Theft Auto for the shit that they can do, almost as a release, an escape from the real world. Because you're doing shit in GTA that you obviously never would do. I mean, anybody who's played GTA knows what it's like. I was playing The Amazing Frog yesterday. You guys ever played Amazing Frog?
That was a killer app on the Ouya for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's this little open world game where you're a frog. And the first thing I wanted to do was get in a bus and run over other frogs. Because why would you not do that? And naturally, that's what I want to do in GTA as well, because it's just insane and stupid, and I never have an opportunity to do it in real life. Not that I'd want to, but it's just fun to cause chaos. I like causing chaos. So yeah, there's that. Okay, this is actually kind of important here. We saw the trailer released. It was released on IGN, but it was also released on, obviously people are very excited about GTA, and they had a lot of things to say about it. So you'd see a lot of people reacting to this trailer. But unfortunately, what you're seeing is YouTube come down with their heavy fist, and they are not able to react to the GTA trailer without getting a copyright strike, which is very, very interesting. Blabs, I believe you pulled this out. You saw this?
So what happened was it was leaked, right? And since it was leaked, people went and recorded their reactions to it, and then they uploaded it to YouTube. But then apparently Rockstar somebody went and had it blocked worldwide. So most channels, especially the smaller ones, got blocked for the time being. However, not everybody was blocked. Like I saw RGT85 got his up. A whole bunch of people, really, really big channels, were able to keep theirs up. But most of the small guys got theirs blocked for a certain amount of time. But then it was already, by then, like after 30, 40 minutes, an hour or so, it was able to come back. But by then, what was the point? Because everyone else had already done it and you missed your window, basically. So this was kind of a shot in the foot to small YouTubers who wanted to, try to get out there, try to put their name out there. They couldn't do it, and only the larger YouTubers were able to. And, the typical YouTube reaction.
Yeah, Alistair says, Ryan says it's fine now. They stopped striking. That's good, and they shouldn't. I would like to think that if you're going to release a major trailer like this, one that has literally changed YouTube, and that it's the most popular video literally ever released on the platform, on the #1 platform in the history of Earth, it's the #1 video on that platform ever. You'd like to think you'd give people the opportunity to talk about it, at least.
Right.
I think they did it because it was blocked, or like it was leaked originally, and so they're like, no, but then they're like, fuck it.
Well, I'd say it's free publicity. Especially if you get to smaller YouTubers, you have to respect that their audience may not be the mainstream. You might have fringe people that they wasn't on the radar, or wasn't something they were interested in. But hey, suddenly, person I watch has interest in this and is sharing it. I mean, why punish them for promoting a product? I will never understand that. I'll never understand why you have to blur out Coke cans and product placement anyway. It's always been free publicity.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I think that in the instance of this, where you're talking about a game being released, in 2 calendar years from now, right? You want to make sure people are talking about this game, especially, the level of hype for this game will only be matched the level of hype you're currently seeing right now will only be matched by the release of the game when it comes out in 18 months, whenever it may be. So my personal thoughts on the trailer was it looked like a GTA game. I'm interested to hear what Dan has to say. Dan will be joining us in just a little bit. He just popped in the chat. But because Dan was like, I don't understand what the whole fuss is about. I think
I'm with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me about it. Why?
Well, it's first, I don't like the return to Vice City. I wasn't a big fan of the return to San Andreas in 5, but I can't in time. That was a little bit different because it's night and day. The first trailer for 5 versus this doesn't tell you anything about the characters. It doesn't get you hyped for the characters or the story. It kind of gives me the impression that maybe they don't care about the story all that much. And, I don't care about the female protagonist. I don't see it as an issue. If you go back for a long time, GTA players, I believe 2 had several female protagonists, as did the, what was it, London 66. So that's not a problem for me. The involvement with Sweet Baby is a problem, and I think that their satire in this is just going to be low-hanging fruit. They're not going to push the boundary. I mean, yeah, it's haha Florida man. That humor's dated. I'm sorry. I mean, it's funny to a degree, but you know what I'm getting at, the type of people that they're targeting. It's just going to be like, hey, look at these hicks. And that's going to be as far as they go. That's what I'm getting from this. And then like all the twerking and all the social media stuff, like, yeah, the cell phone was an intrinsic part of GTA 5 for those that played the story, but I just think it's going to be like centered in a way that, or framed in a way that the TikTok and the social media elements are going to lose a lot of people who do play for the story, because it's going to be very Zoomer oriented, and maybe that's their target audience. But I just kind of view that as boring. And then going back to like, I'm not excited for Vice City. I like Vice City because Vice City was a love letter to those 80s gangster movies. I mean, it had, for fuck's sake, it had like the whole Scarface soundtrack in it. Go back to doing the movie and TV parodies. Like, give me like a Breaking Bad. Set it in like Albuquerque, like, some bumfuck city where, you can go around, where the people in it are kind of out of touch, and you can have fun with the satire of that with people that are out of touch and don't really get it, and are kind of thrust into like, hey, there's crime and drugs and all this stuff happening in my backyard, or Alaska, or just something different, instead of, hey, remember Vice City? Remember all the stuff you like? Remember 80s references? Well, it's Vice City, but it's not going to be there. And here's Florida man jokes from 15 years ago. Lol. You're on mute, Craig.
So there's a couple things there outside of me being unmuted. Okay, so you're talking about kind of the them making fun of the Hicks and stuff, but you also want to put it in a small town, area.
I think that there's stuff you can do with small towners that's not low hanging fruit. Seeing Dark Jack the Wise say, "Hey, I'm from Albuquerque. We're not out of touch with the crime here at all." But I'm just saying they don't have to be Hicks. I'm just saying you can have clever writing and writers. What I'm getting at is I think they're just going to go for low hanging fruit rather than trying to be creative, or I think they're going to current day a lot of it. And I don't even like when South Park does that, because 10 years from now, that all that humor is going to be like, what? I don't get it.
Right. Well, I'll say this. One of the things about the timing of this game, which is very intriguing, is think about when Vice City was released. It was early 2000s, and that was okay. So that was 20 years after the 80s, right? It'll be 20 years after Vice City's been released. So
thanks for making us feel old, Craig. Appreciate that.
Well, I'm just saying, if Vice City is now going to be current day, I think what you'll see in the game is specifically the story aspect of the game. You'll see landmarks from the original Vice City game that have been either shut down or closed or remodeled to be brought into, just like you'd see in the real world. You see hotels that have been reimagined or updated. And I think that's where you're going to get your nostalgia from this game. Is you go, I remember that, and I see what they've done here with this. Oh, that's so cool.
I guess I don't want nostalgia. I want something new.
Mm-hmm. As pointed out in the chat, it's like Vegas would be a brilliant setting.
But they did that in the first San Andreas. There was a whole Vegas section. it's
Make an entire game though.
Yeah,
Like do an entire
I'd
game.
be cool with that. I saw Yumi in the movie say like, why not like Portland? Because Portland.
Yeah, I was going to say Portland.
You know, but even there,
Sorry.
like as much as I think that would be funny, I think you're then appealing to the other side, and you're just going to be making fun of one set of people. Like it has to be balanced in a way. And maybe they're doing that like with the twerking and the Florida people, but I worry with Sweet Baby's involvement, we're just going to see a lot of tired stuff that was, flash in the pan jokes 10 years ago.
Okay, let's talk about that. And you've referenced that a few times. Sweet Baby is the company. We did a couple. We had actually like a little three video series on this that we kind of cut out from a stream where we talked about Sweet Baby. Extra Zero, give everybody just the high level TLDR on Sweet Baby. And
so yeah, Sweet Baby is a consulting company that basically, for lack of a better term, likes to help current day a lot of stories and games, and ultimately they're kind of sanitizing and I don't think that they're going what you'd say outright woke with a lot of the stuff, but they're really sanitizing a lot of the stories and introducing elements in there, and they are not Nakazaki says they ruin media, and I wholeheartedly agree with that they make things play far too safe in the current scope of gaming. They are there to, we can't offend anybody, we can't be edgy, we can't have any sort of identity, I guess. I think sanitizing is the best word for what they do.
And they've inserted themselves into almost every single modern video game in the last few years.
So
Hogwarts Legacy, Spider-Man, goes on.
God of War Ragnarok, where you see Kratos cry twice, because that's certainly something he'd do.
Well, okay, this is really actually important. Have they publicly said that they're going to be involved with GTA 6?
They're involved with 2K, and I believe Take-Two was on here, but Remedy as well, and Remedy is not necessarily connected to Take-Two anymore. But Rockstar is under 2K.
Okay.
Well, I think they're under Take-Two, but that they're tied together. It's pretty telling, and I'm also curious what they're going to do with the Bulletstorm re-release, because that's under People Can Fly. So I'm waiting to see if that gets censored at all.
All right. Well, Dan will be joining us in just a second. He just popped into the background. But before we do that, I want to hear what you guys have to say. We got some great super chats. Thank you guys very much for your support. I'm going to read some of those off, and then we'll bring Dan in here in just a minute. Barry came in resubbing Prime over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Barry. True Pop Culture 7 came in with a $3 direct donation. Says, hello to everyone on the panel. Good to see Extra Zero representing the Legion. Question is zero. Who do you think will win in a battle between Unicron and Galactus? It's the next death battle, and it's certainly an interesting one. Cheers.
Oh, that's a good question. I think ultimately Galactus would win. I'm a big Transformers fan, but if you've seen the 86 movie, Unicron dies because Hot Rod opens the Matrix inside of him and he rips himself apart. I don't think Galactus has ever gone out like that much of a punk in any of the stories he's had.
What a great movie, by the way.
Well, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Marco Reality says they need to do GTA Summer of Love, the most peaceful riots in Portland, Minneapolis, and the Chaz Garden.
There goes the balance that Extra Zero mentioned, right?
Well, now I think about it, like my favorite Max Payne game takes place primarily in Dan Vasque's backyard. Why does GTA need to be set in America? Like,
I agree.
Have you played Just Cause?
Yeah, I played Just Cause. It's super fun.
And those games were, rife with satire, and they were good escapism. And I think that's the other thing too that I just wasn't articulating is I don't want current day in games. Like the real world is enough. I just want to go. I want to check my brain. I want to have fun. I want to see some off the wall satire, and I want that escapism. And I think if you set it outside of the U.S. right now, it would be a better way of doing it. Like take like a fictional Cuba. They've just opened it back up to tourists. You have shithead tourists coming in, drinking, getting drunk. And, then you have all the people that have just come out of like communism and they've got like their old ass cars, their jalopies and everything. Wouldn't that be something new, unique, and
here's your issue with that, Extra Zero, is that if it doesn't take place in the United States, they can't include all of our developers' real world experiences of seeing things on social media in their bubbles. That's the problem with that. Sal came in with the 2, says all the people that made Rockstar Special are gone. So no, I ain't excited for GTA 6.
Yeah, the Hauser brothers, the writers that made all of the games have their identity, and Laszlo the DJ, gone.
Kyler says Sweet Baby Inc. Worked on GTA 6, and you can tell it has that vibe to it with little bits of dialogue we get in the characters. It's over, bros.
I will say the one thing that I noticed yesterday when watching the trailer real quick was that we didn't get really any dialogue from the man. Now, it's from my understanding, it's supposed to be the 2 of them as the main character, right? Like some missions are hers, some missions are his. But I kind of noticed that they tailored this trailer that she is the main protagonist. She's literally like on top of him talking, like, you know, like we're a team and everything. And then like she breaks in the door first, not him. You would think he would because he's the stronger one. And he would be in the front. So I kind of like, okay, who's the lead here? And I don't know, it just felt like, besides the fact that he was actually driving and not her, that was nice. Actually showing a man doing something was great. I'm a bit iffy, to be honest. Maybe it's just my brain because we're all like, oh my god, every female character has been shit in the last few years. I'm like, of course they're gonna do this. But maybe not, I don't know. So that was my takeaway. I was just like, eh.
I'll say this: there's been talk online. There, you know, you see people like, "Well, she's trans." It's like we don't know that, so don't. I'm not even going to throw that bullshit out there. You know, the idea that the lead character Lucia, we're not even going to talk about that stuff because it hasn't been confirmed, and it's all just bullshit rumors right now. So, and we take video game journalism very seriously here on Side Scrollers, which is very important. So, Dan, welcome to the show, buddy. How are you?
Hello, guys. How are you
Looking
guys
sharp.
doing?
Looking sharp over there, buddy.
Oh, really? I just got off the most grueling shoulder workout, and I cannot raise my arms. So
Raise your arms.
Can you give us a good flex, Dan? Oh, squeeze it out.
I can't.
Man, look, hey, just toss them guns. That's good, baby. Cody came in and says 2025 release date. So all the social commentary will be outdated. Why can't GTA 6 go back to being a satirical period, please?
That's what I said.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Do some Breaking Bad, man.
I think that's one of the things. That's actually a really good point of like all these references to modern day, like. In 6 months, these will be dated references, you know, and some of those already are. They're just like memes from the past 5, 6, 7 years. So it's interesting to see if they've been working on this game for 12 years, probably longer, you know, realistically, what the original outline looked like and how much has been added along the way.
Oh, yeah, good point.
So we'll see. Melodic Method
The
came
writing
in.
is probably recent. The writing is probably very recent. At least it looks like very much 2018 forward.
You got to give Krigler hell tomorrow, by the way, because last night on Base AF he was saying, "Oh, I'm going to pre-order it." And I'm like, why would you one? It's going to be digital. You're going to get a digital, Adam. I don't think you buy physical games.
Yeah, but Adam goes and plays Call of Duty because his friends are playing it. Just
yeah. I think I'll play GTA 6 for sure because once again, I like the playground aspect of it. But I'm sure as hell not going to pre-order a game 2 years in advance.
Yeah. Do they even have pre-orders open yet? Is that a thing?
Probably.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna do my producer role.
There you go, Blabs. Get on that. Melodic Method says people play GTA almost as release. No, Craig, it's a rehearsal. Shut up, Melodic Method. Thank you so much for the 10. Appreciate that. Jeremy says this is why I call Extra a snob.
It's a number of reasons. He hasn't been right since I said that Evangelions aren't mechs.
Commodore 64 says GTA 6 not releasing on PC day one is a bad move for Rockstar with the Steam Deck and other PC handhelds being out there and already being so powerful.
Can the deck run it though?
We don't know. What will the deck look like in 2 years? Once again, like there's maybe it will. Maybe it will be released for in 2 years up for PC. We don't know. But
historically, Rockstar does consoles first, then PC. I think Red Dead 2.
Even the 2D ones?
No, the 2D games were different. Were a different time period.
Yes, way different. Yeah, for sure.
but 3 was PS2, PC, then Xbox, OG Xbox.
Right.
I don't know if you guys talked about this already, but what is all of you in the panel? What is your history with GTA? Do you guys remember the first GTA you guys ever played?
So I obviously love playing it online, and I love the chaos aspect of it. I spent a lot of time with GTA 5, enough to, enjoy the game, enough to know that if I spent any more time on it, I would be obsessed with it. So, it's one of those, like, you should probably take a step back before you get too far into the rabbit hole. So, I played GTA 4, GTA 5, and a little bit of Vice City. Played them on stream and stuff, but I know Vice City is heralded as having a phenomenal story.
Cool.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, like 2, the hype around it. Vice City, whichever one that was, 2 or 3, 20 years ago, huge hype. That's probably the last one I played, and it was so long ago. I kind of dropped out of gaming due to necessity, but that game right there kind of set the bar, right, at the time. And, of course, video games have evolved, but that game, there was nothing really like it at the time. You had Sims, and then you had driving around, running people over and shooting them. So it was a game changer back in the day.
Right.
Yes, it was. My first GTA was literally the first GTA.
Same.
You guys remember those PC Gamer magazine CD demo CDs? It was the demo for GTA 1 or just GTA Grand Theft Auto. Was in one of those CDs, and it was an interesting demo because it was the full game, but with a 5-minute counter.
Yes,
and you could play the whole game, but at the end of those 5 minutes, the game would reset. And I would play those first 5 minutes over and over and over and over. I was probably like 8 years old. My dad wasn't happy when he saw me playing that game. But yeah, and even back then, on the first GTA times, it was already like something that you've never seen before.
Of course. It's awesome. Hey, speaking of things, we were talking about hype a second ago. Hey, Blabs, play that saxophone for me. Our brand new music as Seth Trollins came in with 10 gifted.
Hell yeah.
Remember, let's go.
Why do your mic keep coming in and out? Do you guys anyone know what he said? I don't know what he said. Anyway,
it's the music, Blabs. Let them know that Paul Hadouken made this.
Right, Paul Hadouken. Shout out to Paul. He made us great music. So now we no longer have Feed the Ducks or Swimming with the Ducks or whatever the hell that duck song was called. Feeding the Ducks. And then apparently Craig runs. By the way, GTA pre-order is rumored to be December 12th. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
So Dan, it's funny. I remember seeing stuff about GTA. I got in 1998. It was Christmas of 1999. I got my first PC, and I remember going and buying 4 games from Best Buy because I got gift cards. I bought Unreal Tournament. I bought Rainbow Six Rogue Spear. I bought the first Half-Life, and I got the first GTA because it was cheap.
Nice.
And I remember playing the hell out of GTA, but I remember at the time I was like, that was a game that you needed a controller for, and I remember I had like one of those. You guys remember the Microsoft Sidewinder controllers?
I actually played it with keyboard and mouse.
I just couldn't get. That was like one game I couldn't get used to with keyboard and mouse. I was like, the driving. I couldn't drive with the mouse. I just was like having such a hard time. So I got one of those weird, shitty Sidewinder controllers.
But it's like you had nothing else. You had nothing. You didn't have a frame of comparison. So I guess it was just like, okay, I need to learn this. But I remember being kind of weird. Yeah.
Question for the chat: where would you like to see a GTA made? An open world game with all sorts of chaos that you can do all sorts of things.
Can you imagine, like in China or something?
Right. Like what location is ideal?
Rio.
And while you guys put that in the chat,
Dan just walks outside. Hey, look, GTA.
Right.
See, China would be a fun.
I'm a playable character.
I'll say this. Jeremy says one of the key parts people aren't talking about in regards to GTA 6 is the online play. It'll be key to its success. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? People we talk about the longevity of this game, and the 55 million copies of this game that's been sold over the past 10 years of GTA 5 in particular. And make no mistake, GTA 6 will probably be the biggest launch of a video game of all time, right? When it's released. But people are buying that GTA 5 in particular today to play it online. Like I said, you can play the story, you can enjoy the story, but people are playing to play with their friends. And I 100% agree with what Jeremy said there.
What do you think that they do with GTA 5's online when GTA 6 comes out?
Slowly sunset it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they give it probably 2 or 3 years, and then they say, well, you can buy GTA 6 and all your stuff will transfer over, and look at how fun that is, So
I doubt it'll transfer over though.
I mean, I think it would be
because how do they get people to buy shark cards or whatever they,
make new items. Make new items. That's pretty much it. Spartacus is curious, says, how many Trump references? This will be after the 2024 election when GTA 6 comes out. Ooh, that's interesting. I'm sure there'll be plenty of... Tim, what were you saying?
If he wins or not.
Right. And I wonder if maybe that's a reason why they're actually... Could you see that actually being a reason why they would delete the game? Because the footage looks good, but it is very much built on... And by the way, I'm not saying whether or not Trump wins. I'm saying you need to have some sort of...
I think we're
parody,
going to get a DeSantis parody in it.
Oh, I'm sure. Of course. If it's taking place in Florida. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but it makes sense if they're trying to fill the game with current dayisms. It's such a big event as a presidential election. Like they would want to take advantage of that and include the correct references depending on who's the president.
I 100% agree.
Why? Because they want to kiss ass basically and make sure they don't toe out of line if it's a certain president.
Either kiss ass or either kick ass. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, I think
Well, and they'll look stupid if he winds up winning and they make references to him not winning or something
Exactly.
like that, right?
Yeah.
So they got to be careful with that. And I don't think it'll be a storyline, but just jabs here and there,
Right.
That's
they'd be
what
stupid to make it part of the story. So
Yes.
Kotaku and the Gamer and all to be like, look at all these great jokes for people saying humor's dead in GTA. It's as funny as ever.
Yeah, and it's like mom jokes, overweight mom jokes.
Right.
GTA used to be the kind of game that your parents would not like you to play. And that's not what I got from that trailer. That trailer, what I got is that a game made by those parents.
Yes.
Why?
You know what I mean?
What did you see what do you see in that trailer that made you go like, huh, this doesn't look like GTA?
The atmosphere, man. It's just like it's just Gen Z cringe Western gaming bullshit that we've been seeing for the past few years. That's the vibe that got me. And I'm basing this in the atmosphere that I saw in the trailer, but also in recent news that we've been getting for the past few years about Rockstar, like the main writer for the GTA series and the Red Dead Redemption series bailing out. And I don't know if he bailed out or if he was bailed out, but and also Rockstar censoring the GTA PS2 trilogy remakes. Do you remember those
GTA
censorships?
GTA 5 also got light censorship.
GTA 5 also got censorship, so it's like, have you ever thought you would live to see this? Have you ever thought you would live to see Rockstar censoring games? I surely didn't. So the Rockstar that we all knew and loved, we grew up with, is no more. And that trailer, to me, in my opinion, confirms it. It's just a cringy, happy, politically correct,
Let me say
boss
this.
atmosphere.
Let me say this real quick before we move on. I went into this trailer and within 10 seconds I kind of had like a okay moment. And that's based off of this first sentence that's asked of Lucia. And then we'll talk about kind of how my evolution has changed in the last.
Hey, are they
little bit.
copyright striking channels?
We're gonna watch like 5 seconds of it, so hopefully they don't flag it. We'll see.
Lucia, Do you know why you're here?
Bad luck, I guess.
Okay, so my thought was like, bad luck, I guess. Huh? And
Responsibility.
Yeah, right.
and that was kind of my thought. But then I thought about it more, and I was like, isn't that kind of what a villain would say, or like a bad, someone in jail would say, yeah, I got caught, bad luck, And so part of me wants to kind of like eye roll, be like, oh yeah, you can't take responsibility for your actions, and the other part of me is like, well, that's exactly what a criminal in an orange jump would say. Like, oh,
Craig, mute and unmute yourself
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
kind of sound like you're underwater.
Yeah.
sorry, do I sound
Oh,
better?
that's much better. That's
I don't
much
know
better.
what it keeps happening anytime you share your screen.
It's
again.
probably your echo cancellation settings.
Yeah, I'll. Did you hear what I was saying though?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Got the gist of it. Okay, cool.
Oh.
Maybe
By the way,
we need to get some
Tim
bubble
might
emotes.
disappear.
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, I might disappear.
Okay, listen. This is actually great breaking news because Tim is having some electrical work that he just was made aware of earlier today, like this morning. You said, Tim?
Yeah, this morning, or it was probably placed on my door last night, but when I went to take the dog out, it was on my front door it's going to go out, so we don't know when.
Surprise!
So if Tim drops, we will all be very sad, but also celebrate that it has happened, and it's exciting.
Yeah, the chat will be happy, Craig, so just remember that.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Tim, in the interest of making sure that you have an opportunity to say what you want to say about GTA, do you have any thoughts about GTA that need to get off your chest before you potentially die an electrical death?
No, I think we've said it. I really like Extra Zero's takes on this, that they could have come up with something new. I like the Albuquerque thing. Of course, name Albuquerque something else, right? But have it where, hey, there's this little town, and you don't have to have it in current day. Make it 2000 or late 90s, where, it's not a perfect society, but it's the Southwest, and then suddenly maybe the border stuff starts coming in, LA, carpetbaggers show up in that town, and then drugs start up. That could be a great story, and it would give you some new scenery. I kind of like that, but I see what they're going for. They're trying to reinvent Vice City, probably for the Zoomers, because everybody is going for the Zoomers. I don't care what industry it is. It could be entertainment. It could be food. It could be clothing. Everyone's going after the Zoomers, that generation. And I think it's a mistake in some case because you can make more money by going after a different audience. It doesn't always have to be the newest generation, but that's what everyone's
Zoomers don't
going
have
after.
any money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly, Dan.
And they're not working.
Broke.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I will say this: the reality of all this is that when GTA 5 was released, we were all 10 years younger.
Yes.
Right? So the question is, are we being aged out from this hobby that we've had? And I will say this: there was a long time. I was probably 35, 36, and I was like, who really wants to who wants to watch a 35, 36-year-old guy play video games, right? And I will say this. I had a lot of my old business partner, Sean Bolin, and I butted heads on a lot of things. But I'll say the one thing that he said that was really right was your audience is growing with you, right? Your audience is growing up with you. So while you may be 35, so is your audience, right? And now my audience, I'm 42. My audience is, growing up with me, right? Now, can the same be said for GTA 6? Now, obviously, you're going to have your core video gamers, and honestly, the gamers as a whole are getting older as the hobby gets older. Initially, video games was something for kids, something that we all did when we grew up. And now we're all middle-aged folks, and we're getting older. So the skew of gamers is getting older. The demographics of it, from your traditional PlayStation, Xbox, home console gamers. So you wonder if they are focusing too much on the Zoomer and not putting enough focus on the people who got them to the dance.
And it could be anything, Craig. It could be Star Wars, right? Like they want to try to get the new audience, but make something new, because you're going to piss off the legacy fans that will actually spend money, that have money, that are invested in it. Make something new for the newer generations. You don't have to take the existing properties and bastardize them, and that's what's happening across the board, because they think those properties are valuable, and they are, but I don't think they're going to continue to get value out of them unless they go after their core audience that has, as you said, grown with them. So great point there.
It seems interesting too that they're going after the Zoomers, but they're trying to call back to a game from 21 years ago, and GTA 5 was 10 years ago. And yes, that's keeps selling. It's in the top 5. You can make the argument, well, a lot of people are getting it for online. But if that's the case, what's the point of not making the story also appeal to the people that have been with the series for that long? I mean. And then to your point, Craig, the whole question of, well, who'd want to watch a 35, 36-year-old guy play video games? Well, you think Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert ever had that predicament with, like, who wants to hear middle-aged men talk about movies?
Right.
And a lot of people did, because people grew with them. And there are that moviegoer that is their age or around that age and wants to resonate with it.
Something interesting, Extra Zero, and I agree with Craig said, by the way, that we're being aged out of those games, because something very interesting that you might notice is that there seems to be a need, as Tim said, for the bastardization of old franchises that millennials and previous generations were already into, because they don't seem to be just interested in getting Gen Z involved. It seems they're interested in getting Gen Z involved and getting us out, because there seems to be this habit of taking things that are already established, like GTA. GTA is already known for being a series of games, a franchise of games that is politically incorrect. And they're turning it into something more Gen Z friendly and politically correct. So it seems that there is that need for bastardization and destroying something that's been already established.
I mean, I was 15, I think, when GTA 3 came out. I want to say I was. And, it's interesting to look back and think about the parallel there from what you just said, Dan. GTA 3 wasn't made for 15-year-olds at all. It wasn't made for kids. It referenced a lot of mobster movies that were over my head. Now, it did get me interested in watching those movies. I was like, oh, now I want to see Goodfellas. I want to see all the stuff that this movie references. And it's a shame that they can't build something that has appeal to the people that have been with the series for a while and bring those in, that they want to exclude them, because they're completely missing the mark of what made the 3D game successful in the first place to make that sort of move and force the older fans away.
Yeah, and it's like, are we saying that there shouldn't be any politically correct games? No, we're not saying that. Mm-hmm. If you want your politically correct games, if you enjoy that kind of stuff, more power to you. You have pretty much the whole Western gaming industry there for you in that regard. But GTA is something that is already regarded as politically incorrect, and that is its appeal. Right. So it makes no sense. It's not about having politically correct games, because we already have that. It's about destroying politically incorrect games. That's the sense I'm getting.
None of your concerns, man. You guys are reading way into this. But okay, here's the thing. Maybe we are.
That's what we do. We're nerds, man.
We have 2 years to talk about this. What the fuck do you want us to do?
I think that there's this air of the trailer, like there's something to hide, because as I was talking about with the GTA 4 and all the GTA trailers that came before this, they gave you an idea of who the characters were, what their attitudes were, and here they're kind of being secretive about it. And, in current day, are we reading into this too much? Perhaps, but this is going to be the biggest game launch of all time, more than likely. And they aren't really telling you much about the characters, and that should be a concern.
If you're reading too far into this, That's for the people who are saying, "Oh, the color purple is in the game. This is gonna be woke. The font is like this. It's
Right,
woke."
right.
Those are the people who are reading far too into it. We're really just like dissecting this trailer, honestly, and saying it could be this or it could be that. This is what we think. This is what we think. But we're not going, "Oh my God, it's purple. It's woke."
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not, and it's not only about the trailer too. If the trailer
Sweet
was
Baby
the only
Ink and all
piece
that,
of
yeah.
information, if the trailer was the only piece of information that we had, but we had this context building up for years right now, and Baby Ink, Sweet Baby Ink is involved, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. So it just confirms the sort of vibe that we're getting. Oh, hey, this is like overweight, purple hair vibes that I'm
Twerking
getting
on a
from,
taxi cab.
Yeah, from this game, made by moms who just got out of gender studies. You know, that's the vibe that I'm getting. And so you start getting little pieces of information. Hey, the main writer of the series is gone. Sweet Baby Ink is involved. So the puzzle starts to make sense.
Well, you know what's funny is, and maybe I'll start this company. I feel like, for every Sweet Baby Ink, there needs to be an opposite of that teaches you how to make your games badass. And from a
They
consulting
exist. They're called
standpoint,
Devolver
right?
Digital.
Let's make a company called Salty Adult.
Yeah, right. Or just Ass Kicker Incorporated. There's my company name right
Have you
there.
played any Devolver games, Greg?
Yeah, the Devolver games are super fun. Yeah, they're ridiculous and over the top and crazy.
And those guys don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and it's outstanding. I love it.
Never heard of it.
Devolver's great, man.
Yeah.
It's great.
Hotline Miami, Eighth Out, My Friend Pedro.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hotline Miami. Yeah.
Thomas Smith, I want to read some of these super chats real quick. You guys are very passionate about this, and I love it. Says, if GTA 6 has climate activists gluing their hands to the road, I might have to buy it. Tell you what, that'd be pretty insane. GTA Fallujah. Oh, man. I don't think you'd get some of the references you'd get in GTA 6 as you would in GTA Fallujah. I just don't think it'd happen. Dermy says, I'm pre-ordering it. Good for you, Dermy. I'm sure
December
you're gonna-
12th, Jeremy's gonna be like, aha.
Exactly.
Part-time after taking on Rachel Zegler, he pre-orders GTA.
That's right. Willazen came in and says, GTA can't be parody anymore because Chicago, LA, and New York are exactly like that
so
now.
sad.
San Andreas is prophetic. The only way to save GTA would be to have the protagonist on a death wish mission. Oh, man. I mean, they can commit all the crimes they want. That's the thing is like, will there be a mode where there's riots and then just there's no stars? Like there's no police hunting them down. They're like, it's okay. It's all for progress, whatever. Sure, the
You have
building's
the right
been done.
skin color to do that. Go forth.
That's right. This was 5 stars a couple of years ago. Now it's just 1 star. Here's a ticket. That'd be awesome. Metastep says, "Don't talk crap about Krigler. He's an elite gamer." P.S. Be careful with those shoulders, Dan. And big ups, Extra Zero. Blabs banned. Love you, Krog. Thanks, Metastep. Appreciate
Why
you.
am I bad? What the hell did I do?
I've had shoulder problems in the past, and there's a lot of chest exercises that might fuck up your shoulders. You need to be careful about that. Yeah.
The man standing over there. Open airlock policy has become a brand, not actually standing, sitting over there, who may disappear at any point, has become a brand new member. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Open Airlock Policy. That puts us at 17 members today, by the way. 17.
Nice. You're almost there to 20.
Yep. Gucci came in and says, GTA, but you play as a cop. That is not corrupt.
Well, that is that series of games for the PS2.
True Crime.
True Crime.
Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
Veggie Bad says, I don't mind the trailer / protagonist because there isn't a previous established character to ruin. As long as they don't ruin Nico Bellic, I'm good. Right. and that's great. Once again, like if I honestly, like if they want to make the character, lesbian sex worker whore lady who is like they want, awesome, fucking A, do that. Do whatever you want to do because it's a new character and that's great. Like, why not? It's a new character. I don't have anything to complain about. Guccium came back, says the trailer looks very safe. Anything controversy in it was pulled through a modern modern social media filter.
And that's why I tweeted that trailer was the most un-GTA thing I've ever seen. It's like, seems like a game made by Ubisoft.
And that's an insult.
That's not Rockstar at all. That doesn't feel like Rockstar at all. Well,
Did you see
I guess
where,
now it does.
Flawed tweeted at Elon for his GTA criticism. Now I know Flawed is excited for GTA 6.
Yeah, I saw the criticism. I think it's in the document I put in there.
What is the? What did he say?
I'll put it in the private chat so you can screen
Yeah,
it
let me
because it's a bit political. But
Okay.
I thought it was funny how Flawed went off on Elon.
We'll check on this in just a minute. Xander came in and says, "Wait, if Blaz is the bully, who are the bully hunters?" That's Dan Vask right there. Dan will
I'm
hunt
the
your
bully
bullies.
hunter. Hey,
You'll
I
beat
have
their
the
ass.
permanent solution for online bullying, and it's
Yeah, what's
like
that?
something extraordinarily innovative, and it's amazing.
What is it?
Yeah, watch. It's gone.
You just shut your eyes?
Gone. Yeah.
I'm so
Shut-
Don't look at
confused.
it, and
Do
it's
this.
solved.
No.
And, you know, it looked like you were doing something else at the very beginning in Legion of Memers. Thank you.
Got to be
Yeah.
honest. Yep.
Someone put Dan
pickle.
in the end of no, not a well. That'd be funny. Raiders
big
of the
old-
Lost Ark.
Open your mouth, Dan.
Turn to your right a little bit. Open your mouth really big.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
not
just
gonna make it easy. I'm not
then
gonna
bob
make it
your
easy.
head
You be
back and
creative.
forth.
You guys be creative.
John came in with the 2. Thank you so much, John. Appreciate that, Junior. Mark of Reality says they're interested in propagandizing kids because adults are too intelligent for them. Oh, that's been established a long time ago. Kids are idiots, dumb. Jeremy came back with 5. Says companies aren't making games for Gen Z. They're making them for TikTok. Gen Z isn't actually being catered to.
Well, who uses TikTok?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's disgusting, TikTok. Craig and I have actually had this conversation where we refuse to go on TikTok. We're not doing it.
Yeah, you notice we don't have a TikTok at all. And I think I need to sucker somebody into making a side
Because
scroller
we're not
TikTok.
doing it.
I mean, I'm a dick. When friends send me TikTok links, I just flat out tell them I'm not clicking on that.
I
Just
have a
reply with
TikTok.
communist Chinese spy app, and that's the only reply you need.
I have a TikTok, and I use it through browser only.
It's sad. My wife uses TikTok, and she knows I won't click the links, so she'll screen record them, and then she'll send them to me as a text message.
Yeah, and by using it by browser, I mean I post in it. It's like if I'm gonna consume something, it's just unbearable.
Yes. Sparta Chris came in with the 5. Says big corps want to stand up on legacies without respecting them, going to established properties without respecting their fans that made them.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Sparta Chris.
Question
Yeah.
is, how much has RoboCop Rogue City actually sold? Because I heard it was doing pretty well, and there you have a case of a game that respects the franchise wholeheartedly.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I've heard great things about it. Saw Dogs came in with the 2. Says GTA, but you play as a homeless person. Oh, man. That'd be
So
awesome.
like half of New York City.
And do you have to like do you like OD on drugs occasionally from your drug use and stuff? Well, I'm just saying, you're welcome, Twitter. Marty M came in as a brand new member. Thank you so much, Marty M. Appreciate your support. That puts us at 17 for the day. Let's keep on growing. And Crit Nature came in with the 20 somethings. I don't even know what CHF is, but it sounds good. It says they're involved with Take-Two, not specifically with Rockstar, as far as I know. They want to flex with a brand to please certain people, I guess. GTA 6 was very long in development, so there's hope. But yeah, wait and see, I guess. Right. And I think that's...
Yeah, Take-Two is the parent company of Rockstar, right?
Yes.
And Crazy Cat Girl has used their free Amazon Prime on your boys and girl over at twitch.tv/stuttering Craig. If you guys would like to use your free Amazon Prime to support us, you can. It's free. It costs you nothing. If you have Amazon Prime, just link it up to your Twitch and subscribe for free with that Prime sub. And you can give us essentially $2.50. And we appreciate that because it's free. Thank you, Crazy Cat Girl. Appreciate your support. Also over on Rumble, Shane came in with the 5, says, to be honest, a few spots in the trailer reminded me of the Panhandle in Florida and also Jacksonville. I grew up in the southwest corner of Georgia and got very familiar with the Panhandle. Thank you, Shane. And that's kind of the idea. It's supposed to take place in Florida, so it has the very Florida man vibe, as we talked about earlier. And Vault Survivor says the Scarface soundtrack in GTA 3 on Flashback FM in Vice City, Tommy's mansion was modeled off Scarface's mansion, but not the soundtrack. Thank you very much. And then he followed up with says, I'm worried they're ripping off the GTA 3 story with Catalina and Claude. They rob a place together and she betrays them. But for modern audiences, he betrays her and the cutscene of her in jail. Yes, there we go. That's good. That makes a little bit of sense. And also, the Hercules Hernandez came in and says, I don't see anything woke in the GTA 6 trailer. They still have hot girl butts shaking and killing people in the trailer. The trailer is a parody of Florida and social media, which even GTA 5 has had also. But GTA always been heading to this time from GTA 3, GTA Vice City, and GTA San Andreas, blah, 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 was set around 2010. So it makes sense why they settle on the 2023 timeline.
Seem more like Lizzo butt shaking in that.
Yeah, it's it wasn't very hot, but yeah, I didn't see also anything like blatantly woke. You can sort of tell that girl is gonna girl boss that guy through the whole game, like talk down on him, that sort of stuff, and that can be considered woke by some standards. But it's not necessarily about being woke. Something doesn't necessarily have to be openly woke to be to be Gen Z cringe. It's
Dan,
the
question for you. Do you think that it says more that they didn't say much in that trailer? Like the others, you had Michael talking, you had Nico talking, CJ, Tommy. There was a lot of dialogue in the previous trailers. Do you think that they were holding back on dialogue so people wouldn't see it for what it is?
That's a possibility, yeah. That's totally possible. So it's possible that if they showed something else, we would be like, aha, this is cringe. But that sort of backfired because the lack of information and the sort of shallowness that we're seeing there, it backfired. It's too safe. It's too un-GTA.
Well,
it doesn't sound like Rockstar at all.
Well, Matthew says, at the end of the day, we don't know what GTA 6 will it be woke? Would it be satire? We don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm also excited for anything Assassin's Creed. So I have a biased mindset. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate it, man. And you're right. They gave us 90 seconds, and we've been talking about it for 90 minutes. Yeah. And that's the reality. The trailer has done its job. It's got us talking about it, and we will continue to talk about it when they release another 90-second trailer or a 3-minute trailer later down the line. And, when the game is released in 2025, the whole thing's going to cycle up again. And if there's one thing that you see, look, they're going to push it just enough to get everybody excited about it. And they clearly got enough people excited about it. When it's the #1 video on the #1 platform in the history of Earth. Like, I can't stress that enough. You're talking about the most viewed, the fastest growing video ever released was dropped yesterday. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, GTA 6 trailer is the number one trailer, or #1 video in the history of YouTube. Damn. Fastest growing, beat out Mr. Beast and everything, which is nuts. And Hercules Hernandez came back, says, I disagree. This trailer, GTA 6, is exactly the same as GTA 5 trailer. But if Sweet Baby Inc. is involved, I would be worried too if GTA 6 is super woke. Watch the franchise slowly turn into just online only. There is I don't know if they'll go online only because the story has been a big part of it. But the story certainly is what kind of gets people in the door and teaches you how to play. And then until
even the online part has the missions, some story. Yeah. Even though people don't give a damn.
Crucifix came in with the member for 8 months, says, I don't think you're reading too much into it. We have seen people pushing, quote, the wrong fans out of comics and entertainment because wrong think. Yeah, it's true. And we have hit our goal, friends, as the Redneck Ram has come in with 10 gifted memberships. Hey, Blabs, you're saying we don't feed the ducks. Feed the motherfucking ducks. Play the same music. Hit that saxophone. This is the new feed the duck music right here.
I did the wrong one.
It sounds like Street Fighter 3 Third Strike selection music.
Yeah, it does.
Yes. By the way, this is from Paul Hadouken. Thank you so much. The Redneck Ram. Look at it right there. Let's go. Look at it. Love that. We're almost the edge. Almost the edge of the ball. I don't know if you guys can see it over there.
Ta-da.
Yes, thank you so much, Redneck Ram. Greatly appreciate the 10 gifted memberships. That puts us at 28 for the day. Let's freaking go. Greatly appreciate that, guys. Also, Loud and Proud came in with the $1 super chat. Thank you very much, Loud and Proud. Appreciate your support. Also, speaking of the Twitch side of things, give it up for Kofim, who came in as a brand new Prime sub, and DeBuff Bluff came in as a Tier 1 sub over on Twitch. Really appreciate that, guys. That's outstanding. Okay, we've talked about GTA for an extended amount of time. Long time.
I do want to show what Elon Musk said, though, because it's kind
Yes.
of funny. So here it is. This is what Elon Musk said about it. He said he tried but didn't like doing crime. GTA 5 required shooting police officers in the opening scene, just couldn't do it. And, Flawed kind of like savagely burned Elon Musk by saying, didn't you vote for Biden, though? So there that is. So I don't know, Elon. I guess Elon's not going to play GTA 6.
You know, I'll say this about the whole like doing crime thing. Like I'm as big as I'm a back the blue guy. I very much believe in our police officers, and just like everybody else, you know, I think there's bad apples in every profession, whether you're a carpenter or whether you're a policeman, whether you're a painter or a teacher. I think there's people who suck at their job and are just shitty people. But with that said, I have never had a problem shooting a cop in GTA. It's just so much fun running over people and just causing crime, because why? What's the old meme? It's fun to do bad things, right? It's just fun to do bad things, especially when you know there's going to be no repercussions for it. Which once again,
you do it in video games, so you won't do it in real life.
Right, exactly. It is a release, and that is the fun part of why GTA is so successful. You do these things, and there's nothing more exhilarating than running from a cop in a 5-star chase, right? Very rarely, and actually escaping it. Like, if you can escape a 5-star chase in GTA, don't you feel like a fucking boss? You had a problem which you created, you murdered people, you went through, you robbed this stuff, you created all sorts of chaos, you shot down the helicopter, and then you created this 5-star chase, and then somehow you made your way out.
You got away with that.
And that's the escapism element.
Yes.
You know, doing stuff, and that was like why I talk to people a lot, like why I didn't like Red Dead 2, is that like Red Dead 2 is a game where it takes like 45 seconds to get on and off your horse, and you're walking slow through the snow, and getting your gun out requires I got to get it out. There is too much realism in there to give me that escapism, to give me that video game feel. That's what I go to video games for, is to get away from the real world and physics and limitations for fun.
Well, I had a thought. Are there, in GTA 7, 6, will there be any electrical workers? Because I could have fun with that today, right? Send me that demo,
Just run
please,
them all
and
over.
I will get right on it. I'll review it for you guys. So.
Well, it's really good. People talk about what a negative impact video games have on society. But look, here's a great example. You mean the movies used to be a criminal until they found video games, which is, look, video games save people's lives. That's the reality of it, all right? While ending others in the game, which is great. Hey, Jake J also came in as a Prime member over at twitch.tv/Doug.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Jake J. Really appreciate that. All right, let's move on to another story. We've been talking about this for a long time, but I wanted to talk about this. You know what? We got just a few minutes. I want to get to this story. This is awesome. And we're going to bypass some of this shit. We can talk about this tomorrow with Adam and Flawed. So do me a favor, guys. Hit the thumbs up button. Appreciate you guys popping in. It's always a pleasure to have you as we crested the 1,000 viewer threshold again today, which is great. We're on a nice little streak as we continue to grow. We appreciate you guys spending a little bit of your day with us Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central Time. So with that said, I'm going to share you guys with the most badass story possibly ever. I love stories like this. I don't know if there's any validity to the story at all, but I saw this and I was like, I got to talk about this because this is fucking amazing. A poker pro has been accused of cheating, friends. Did anybody see this story passed around the internet at all? Okay. If you're a poker pro and you're going to win $3 million, how would you cheat in a game of poker?
I don't even know, man.
I mean, I guess set up mirrors somewhere or have people behind the others wear an earpiece so you could
hide an extra card somewhere inside your butthole or something.
I've seen
chess,
Rain Man
man.
count cards. You count cards. That's what you do, Craig.
is technically it's frowned upon, but I don't think it's ever really been declared cheating.
Well, not technically, but this guy
They'll throw
was
you
not-
out of the casino for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
you get thrown out, but just and you get your shit kicked in. But I don't think you can go to jail for it. But this poker pro has been accused of cheating with a see-through deck and special lenses. So he has 3D glasses that he wears when playing at poker, and that's how he won $3 million.
Okay, so how did he set up the game so they would play with his deck? That's what I want to know.
Probably swapped
Okay.
them out.
This is awesome. All right. So Poker News reports that this guy, Mars, was last played at the game in October. He brought his own special deck to the game and allowed him to see the cards along with the dealer and the two players with him, right? So they went in and the dealer was in on it. He was in on it. And so after the game, we found a cheating deck. The deck is a very good cheating deck that you can't find. But we went into a very dark room and we used blue light and you could see the numbers on the back of the deck. So the idea was he brought his deck in. They posted on, they like put the cards on the back with the blue light, and he had his crazy glasses on, being able to read. So it wasn't technically X-ray, but at the same time, it's like, what a hard ass thing to do.
Yeah. I'm curious, is that in America?
Yes, it was in California.
I'm curious if what happens to him. Is that considered a crime in America, like some sort of breach of contract?
Well, it depends where you're gambling, right? If you're gambling in a private club or if you're gambling in a public casino, I think they're very much like when you say a private club, and I didn't read too far in the story to see, but if a private club, if it's legal, then that's one thing. If it's like a bunch of friends getting together and they say, hey, everybody pays $10 to be a part of this club every month, and this is a private club and we're going to gamble in my garage, that's another thing, right? Without any licenses and stuff. So I think more than anything, it's amazing when you have that much money on the table, the links that people will go to, even, $3 million is a shit ton of money, obviously. So is $30,000. So is $300. You know what I mean? And people are willing to cheat for all this stuff. And actually, they really brought me to. But okay, let's put a pin in, or we'll move on to that in a second. But have you guys ever seen in a casino setting anybody gambling or get caught for gambling in real time?
I've
Never
seen
been
people
to a
get.
casino.
I've seen people get pulled
What?
away a couple times, but I could never tell like what it was because security keeps it hush hush. So a good friend of mine is friends with at least I don't know if the guy's still the manager of a big casino here, live casino, and there was a guy who took out a loan for $200,000, blew it all, and then they had to take him to a room because he was like threatening to kill himself in the middle of the casino or Minecraft himself. And
Damn.
that's the craziest thing that I've ever heard of at a local casino. But you do see security around people, and you just never know why because they don't want to make a scene.
Dang. God, that is crazy to think about. That is awesome.
And dude was loaded too. I mean, he like had a piece on him too, which made the situation even crazier.
Oh,
It
he
didn't
was
make
packing
national
heat.
news. Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he was loaded, like just totally blitzed out of his mind.
No, he was ready to go.
Real quick side note, when we're talking about things that you'll do for money, has anybody seen the Squid Games Challenge reality show on Netflix? Has anybody watched any of that?
Nope.
No?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
going
know
to say
it's
this.
a thing.
It is the best reality show I've seen in years. It is so unbelievably good. I know I'm a huge fan of the Squid Game show itself, like most people who saw it. But the way they've been able to pull that off and the psychological just absolute chaos that reigns every single episode between these people is crazy. And talk about doing a good job of making that thing last. They released like all the episodes, and the final episode with the top 3 players for $4.5 million airs on Wednesday night. So like I am crazy excited about that one. So anyways, not a band account says, how many genders can we play in GTA 6? I mean,
Infinite.
Well, why is it called
Right.
GTA 6?
6 gen.
yeah, I don't know. These are all good questions. All good questions.
Genders to all.
All right.
That's GTA.
Yes. And Hercules Hernandez came back, says, I agree, Dan, but remember GTA 5 didn't tell us much about Michael moving to the USA or California and robbing, talking about his kid's retirement. No mention of Trevor or Franklin until the second trailer. GTA lets me live my fantasy. LOL, hookers, and Red Dead Redemption. And Red Dead Redemption let me be a cowboy who kills and robs. That's right. Video games are escapism. 100%.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right. We as we said before, we're not basing all of that conversation in just the trailer. We have this whole bunch of information that we've been hearing about through the past few years that kind of helps to direct what we expected from this trailer, and this trailer kind of confirms it.
All right. That was a lot of Grand Theft Auto talk today. A lot of it for sure. And this goes back to, I would love to react to the full trailer, but YouTube has guidelines which, you know, they say, okay, you can watch it. But once again, I don't want to get a strike and have to go through that whole thing. But we are working on a solution to be able to do that in the future. So just want to give everybody a heads up. All right.
Someone in the chat real quick, I just want to mention that game, Bully. Someone in the
Yes.
GK, yes. That is a game that would never see anything like coming from a Western company ever again in our lifetimes. That's, yeah, if you want Bully 2, forget it. It's not coming out of Rockstar.
Tim, closing thoughts on GTA 6, at least the initial trailer.
Well, like I said, I think they're going after, a new audience, but also trying to use that throwback. And I'm with Extra Zero. I think they need to go in a new direction. I thought of something else. Remember Chaz during the Summer of Love, the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone? Go for something like that, just something new. But you can't use nostalgia and go after a new audience at the same time. You'll piss off the people that you're trying to go after with the nostalgia, and the new people probably won't like it. So we'll see what happens, but I see what they're trying to do. And I did feel some of that from Vice City back in the day, but it's only a 90-second trailer. So see what happens.
Extra Zero?
Yeah, I just it's very much a wait and see. I mean, I hope that I'm wrong with some of these assumptions. I hope that they just don't want to show or have them say much because they want there to be a mystery about it. They want there to be some sort of a lore, but I still lean on and worry that they're not saying anything because they don't want the core audience or the old audience to be like to turn against the game because they see what's happening with other media right now. And it's almost like, oh shit, if we show too much, we're going to turn those people off. But, again, I'm not dunking on Adam, but like Adam last night's like, oh, I'm pre-ordering it. So they've got people that are typically in opposition to social issues. So I feel like it's going to be a bait and switch. They're going to get their money from people. And then there's going to be, it's going to get the biggest launch of all time. They're going to make their money out the gate. They don't need to do anything. And then, the Sweet Baby involvement kind of says everything that I need to know to wait and see.
Dan?
Sweet Baby Inc. Gen Z Cringe Fest. It's okay if you tolerate some of it. people have different levels of tolerance for that kind of stuff. Mine is not even low; it's at a 0. So definitely gonna be skipping that one.
All right, and Bully Blabs.
Yeah, I think it's way too early to tell. Just from the trailer, I'm intrigued. I've never played a GTA game. I don't know if this one's the first one I'll ever play, but it's too early to tell, and who knows if it's even going to come out in 2025. What if they hit an unexpected delay and it's delayed a whole other year or something? We don't know. It's that think, far away. You never know.
I think with their shareholders, they do it. They were to push it back any further. It's already been a riot
for sure. But you never know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be. It's not out of the question. So.
I mean, look at Cyberpunk.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. And my thoughts. Yeah, too early to tell. But I will say I'm cautiously cautious when dealing with any sort of game that's 2 years out. You know, there are entire games that have that are developed in their entirety in 2 years, let alone getting a trailer that's saying, hey, this game is going to be released in 2 years. So there's a lot to learn still. 90 seconds was I was honestly disappointed that it was so short. I thought you'd get a little bit more, but they'll have an individual story trailer, and they'll have an online multiplayer trailer. They'll have a get to know trailer. You'll see 4 or 5 trailers spread out over the next 6-7 months, and they'll all be strategically timed, built around major game events or stockholder meetings or something along those lines. So, yeah, there you go.
Cautiously cautious.
Cautiously cautious, absolutely, for sure. I know we have a couple memes. One of them we can't play because there's lots of dicks in it, Blabs.
Oh, you saw that one, did you?
I just kind of did a little pre-screening, so we can't show that one. While you get those queued up, Hercules Hernandez came back, says supposedly Bully 2 was in development, but got sidelined for Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6. But who knows? I need Bully 2 before I die. Well, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. All right, Blabs, let's hit some memes.
Well, this is the only one we can show you. This is me bullying Craig.
That's right, you jerk.
Wow.
Big bully.
Yeah, I can't show you the other one, so that's it.
There's lots of dicks in it. That's the problem. We can't show dicks.
They're not actually dicks, right, guys? It's not like there's like a whole bunch of dicks.
Listen, YouTube, their AI can tell. They can tell, which is crazy.
Post it on next videos.
So wait a minute. So Razer knew about the dick engineers yesterday. So that means that somewhere along the line there is a dick engineer at behind the scenes at YouTube.
Dick engineer?
Yes. Are you part of that?
What we're calling
whores. Detection.
Whores. Or
so I'm gonna write this code that's gonna detect dicks in YouTube videos. That's the dick engineer.
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
One for a vagina too.
I am 100% convinced that YouTube has somebody who has written some sort of code that detects dicks in videos. They're 1,000% they have. Like that's totally happened. And I'm sure
we need
Rumble's
to find
done it.
the dick engineer.
Man, that'd be
great.
That's right.
That should be your goal, Blab, is to try and find the dick engineer.
The quest for the dick engineer.
My quest for dick engineers continues.
Go out there and find that dick engineer there, Blaz. Way to go. Got big aspirations.
Find that dick.
You go.
Breaking news. Skirmitar got back to me.
Oh, good. He's Hungarian.
I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, is St. Nicholas Day a real thing with polished shoes?" He sends me a picture of polished shoes and said, "Yes, in Hungary, at December 6th comes Santa Claus to bring small gift for good children and a stick to bad children. At Christmas, Jesus brings the gift under the tree for us." And then he sent me a picture of the carrot that the bad kids get.
Let's go. If you're a bad kid, you get a stick and you said you get a stick and a carrot.
It looks like it looks like a fake carrot, but
where to go, Skirmitar?
But yeah, he has like a real picture of polished shoes with gummies and chocolates in them.
Hey, let's up and go. Good stuff.
Nice, Hungry, cool.
Nice.
I like learning about cultures. It's fun.
Beardo's reading comprehension. I'm sure there'll be a Craig's reading comprehension account soon. Says Bully 2, please. Yeah. Thank you very much, Beardo's reading comprehension. Appreciate that. All right. Let us get out of here, guys. Once again, I encourage everyone to go check out Tim's channel at Open Airlock Policy. Tim, do you have an outro as impressive as your intro?
No, not really. By that point in my streams Friday nights, I'm pretty drunk and I just ramble on and my co-hosts say, okay, just hit end. But no, I don't have an outro like that. But that's my intro, and you can see it late night every Friday night because it takes me a while to get home from work, get into the right streaming mood and all that stuff. We talk about a lot of different stuff. I've got Liquid Blake, who you may know. I've got Tuscan Bob. I've got Alora OG Star Wars. And then sometimes Raging Rhino will pop on and some other guests. It's fun. We like it. We've been doing it coming up on 3 years now. So, again, thanks for having me on here for sure.
Yeah, great stuff. Extra Zero, you want to promote you and the Legion?
Yeah, absolutely. Before I do, though, I have to ask, is it just me, or does Tim remind any of you of Mark Bustler from Classic Game Room at all?
Yes, absolutely.
I'll have to look that up. I don't know who that is. So
you're like your inflection, like the way you talk, it totally reminds me of Mark. That's a huge compliment.
Very much so.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah. As for me, you can find me on Thursday. I have a channel. We've been going 5 years strong. If you're into collecting action figures, it's called the Figure Action Podcast. And we talk about Transformers. We talk about third party. We talk about all kinds of industry going-ons and news. It's the end of the year, so stuff's winding down. So we'll be getting to doing our top figures of the year, which I always look forward to because it gives me an excuse to go back through all the shit that I bought and go like, oh, yeah, I forgot I bought that.
Nice.
And Saturday, we have the Legion of Memers meme stream. Our guest this week is going to be X-Wing's Hanger, so I'm very much looking forward to having him on. We talk all kinds of pop culture goings-on. I'm sure we'll be talking more GTA 6 there, and we have an awesome guest lined up. So check us out Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, and Figure Action is Thursdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Both are live shows. You can either catch us live or catch us on the replay, but we hope to see you there.
Cool.
Well,
and Dan, how
does Tim say figure?
How do I say what?
Figure.
Is it an action? What?
It's a figure is a number, right? Or an action figure. And I have a whole wall of them over here, by the way. So
an action figure. Dan, how do you say 1 million? How close are you to 1 million subscribers, buddy?
I think I'm just past 910. Let's see.
Do you have any videos going up between now and the end of the year?
Yes, got my Christmas video that I'm working on, and now it's a good time to hit that bell. I'm at 912,000.
912.
Ridiculous.
So now would be a good time to hit that bell. YouTube.com/DanVask, and so you don't miss my metalized Christmas song this year. It's been a tradition for 3 years.
I'm sorry, real quick. You have. I'm just looking at your page. Mm-hmm. You have a video released 1 month ago, and then the video before that was 6 months prior.
Yeah.
You're a giant piece of shit. You know that?
I kind of am.
God, what a piece of shit you are.
I've been waiting for his Celine Dion cover for over a year and a half now.
I've been waiting for him to cover Scatman John.
Oh my God.
What is this?
You've never heard of Scatman?
Dan, I'll educate you later. That's important. All right. Guys, thank you very much for popping in. Go find Blabs over on Kick, which, by the way, it's their 1 year anniversary today. Way to go.
Happy birthday, Kick.
Congratulations on your deep-ass pockets. Come find me over at the Side Scrollers Plays channel. I'll be live over there this afternoon. I'll be live over on Rumble as well. The Side Scrollers Plays channel is a separate YouTube channel, so you can find over there and subscribe. I think we're closing. We just passed like 4,200 subscribers over there, which is great. Come join me over there. I'm actually going to play Fortnite today. Yes,
you
Fortnite.
Disappoint me so much. Oh my God, I don't even want to be associated with you.
It's like you chose the worst time. The game is so weird right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
I will not. I will not.
Doing it for the Lego skins. Why?
No.
I will not play.
If you don't have a frame of reference, it's fine. But yeah, this latest.
I don't. I have zero frame of reference.
You're just being like a little
then you'll be
Jeremy
fine.
simp right now, Craig. I'm disappointed in you.
The fuck are you talking about, Blabs?
Oh, she's a Fortnite hater.
Yeah,
I don't like Fortnite. I think it's stupid.
I played Fortnite probably 4 or 5 times in my life. Right.
Well, don't play it now. Keep it up.
Blab's like Call of Duty. She likes Call of Duty.
I haven't played Call of Duty in ages.
I don't play games with duty in their names.
It's ridiculous.
Dan,
don't you shame me.
And Warzone doesn't even have chickens, and you can't even play with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
You know, maybe I'll just bust out
My
player.
IQ just drops every time Dan talks.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'll tell you exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Goat
play.
Simulator.
I'm gonna play.
Yes.
No, Blabs, did you watch the stream yesterday?
No.
I played Amazing Frog. Go watch
saw that.
Amazing Frog. It's
Play
Quest
it.
for the Magical Mystery Toilet. I played it, and I was the best at it. Today, I'm going to play Player Unknown's Battleground. I'm
What?
going old school with this
You're
shit.
backing down
I don't
because of
care.
Blabs bullied you?
You know what? Fuck you, Blabs. I'm not going to back down. I'm playing Fortnite today. Get the hell out of here.
You're a Film Actors Guild, Craig.
I think Craig should
poked
put
his
up a poll.
pride. I poked his
You're a
pride.
Film Actors Guild. You're bending a knee to this
Damn
little
right,
Brazilian
Dan.
boy. No way.
Put up a
Bully
poll.
Blabs, get the hell
People-
out of here. I'm going to slap that shit to heaven.
No way. You're
All right,
you're a Dan
okay, look,
simp
look,
now.
look,
You
here's the
bent
thing.
the knee to Dan.
No, hold on.
No,
Okay,
no,
listen,
nice
listen.
try, Blabs. I'm just empowering this man to follow his heart.
Sounds
Listen.
very gay.
Poll. We're going to have a 60-second poll. 60-second poll. You guys get to decide, but only if you show up to the Side Scrollers Plays channel. The poll right now, what should I play, Fortnite or PUBG? Vote at the
Man,
top.
I can't vote.
Only vote if you're going to show up. Only vote if you're going to
Yes.
show up. It's the Side Scrollers Plays channel.
If you vote and don't show up, I'll send my stalkers to lick
What?
your forehead at night.
Ugh.
While you're
Dan
Can we
likes
get to meet
windows.
Adam?
Yes. Adam will lick your forehead while you sleep if you vote and don't show up.
All right, once again, vote at the top. Right now, we got 30 seconds left. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity. Right now, Fortnite is winning, Blabs.
That's all right. I
60
have
to
multiple
40.
different accounts to go and change this. Hang on. I
You
got
gotta
full
go,
Aussie account. Let me go change it to that one.
In Warzone, you can even play with your favorite celebrity.
Oh boy.
Wow. Well, I don't have that at all. Hey, Yumi in the movie says, I'll play PUBG with you. That counts as 10 votes right there.
Yeah, play PUBG with Eric. Go on.
Shut up. Blabs, you don't get any say in what I'm playing.
Why not? Because I'm female. Is this sexism in gaming?
Hey,
Wow.
Blabs, how about this? Get the shit out of here. There we go. How's that? No, get out. You know the best thing about it is I can actually ban her. Hold on, let me ban her.
Don't you fucking dare. I was so mad at you. Listen, this is what Craig's being right
Dick.
I am. Let's go. That's what a bully would say. All right, last chance to vote. Get up at the top. We're about 1 minute in right now. It is very close. This is very close. 53 to 47%. Get in there. It's ridiculous. Metastep says, I'll play
Guys, don't let
Fortnite
him
with you,
play
Krog.
Fortnite. That's so stupid.
See, this is Blabs. You take the opportunity to go on and do like your own goat simulator stream at the same time.
I can't. I gotta do stuff after, damn it. Or else I totally would take Craig on in his
You got-
stupid Fortnite.
She got work.
This
got-
poll
I
is a
got work.
referendum on Blabs, I think. So keep that in mind, chat. It's a
Yeah.
referendum on Blabs.
Come
Yeah.
on, chat.
We're going to get to 150 votes right now. Once again, if you're hanging out, you guys have it. And you could listen, or you only vote. You know what? Fucking vote even if you're not going to come watch. But definitely come watch, all right? This is we're keeping a very close eye. It is very close right now. 6% between the two. And this is, by the way, this is not how we usually end our stream. You guys know
No.
this, but and Yumi Movie says a vote for PUBG is a vote for boobs or Blabs.
What?
There you go.
Yeah, vote for me is a vote for boobs. Remember?
Oh.
Ridiculous. All right. It is. We're
Well.
closing in. Looks like it's finishing. Have you guys all voted?
I have voted yes.
And what did you vote for,
Fortnite.
Tim?
I'm going to exercise my right to anonymity on this vote.
Oh.
Okay.
I voted
Okay.
PUBG.
PUBG.
Confidentiality.
I like the way you're thinking here. This is good. Hold on. I actually need a vote too.
No, you don't.
Sure, I do.
No, you
Sure,
don't.
absolutely, I do. Well, it looks like Fortnite is winning right now, 54
Dude,
to
that's so
46%.
stupid. Why don't you go play Apex?
Bob, you're stupid.
Listen, you're literally playing Fortnite. It's just filled with bots. If you're gonna go play a game, go play like Apex or something. It's actually challenging. It makes you think.
Fortnite's
instead of
not
oh
filled
look, a
with
chicken. Boom,
bots.
boom, boom, boom.
All right, I'll tell you what. Today I'm going to play Fortnite. Tomorrow I'm playing PUBG. You mean the movies? We're playing PUBG tomorrow. Blab, stop.
This is
stop
what
with
I
that.
think.
Go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
Hold on. Hold on.
I like how he does with his hands, like, go fuck yourself.
Blabs, what did Fortnite do to hurt you?
It's just a stupid game that everyone's like, oh my god, I love it.
Show us on the Harry Potter doll where
On the fucking
Yes,
Harry.
where Fortnite hurt you.
I'm serious. What did Fortnite do to hurt you, Blabs?
Why is it so popular? I don't
Hey,
understand.
Craig, here's a free idea. For a set a monetary amount where Blabs has to do Fortnite.
Oh, fucking A. Let's go. Love that.
What?
Fortnite with Blabs.
I'm not doing Fortnite.
Nope.
I don't even have it installed.
No, you have to do, instead of singing an accent, you have to do the Fortnite dances. Like, you have to do the
Oh no,
floss
no.
and-
I think Beardo tried to teach me how to do that
Oh,
weird
that'd be
ass
awesome.
thing once last year, and I couldn't do it.
All right. Super Dave wants to know, where did Fortnite touch you? That's like,
soul.
you're clearly hurt. Clearly
Yes.
hurt by Fortnite, which is
It's
crazy.
stupid.
All right. I'm going to play
Everyone's
Fortnite.
crazy for it.
Join me over on the Side Scrollers Plays channel. I'm going to play it for the first time ever. I'm going to find some people to squad up with so they can carry me. It's going to be great. With that said, guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out with us. Long GTA discussion. You guys, wherever you guys are watching, hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a great rest of your day. Go subscribe to each one of these gentlemen down here. And he's got a zapper. Tim's got a zapper.
I do
Get
have
him
a
out of here.
zapper. I got a zapper.
Remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go get it. We're probably going to get flagged for some sort of gun content. See you guys later.